mercy. Okay. Well, somebody gets slayed. Angel who lost them down the brave. None of mercy, boy. Send them back, but me expenses. Tell me who them won't convince. Tivoli men purpose and force, and I know you quent. Yeah, your blood just run like drinks. You boy, I go dead and I go dead like a chain. Where you want me to tell me wonder where you want it. Get your blood in your face, go to order and stay. You got this jungle, this a waterhouse of the lane. Gunshot and load up your body to the brain. Hey, black talent the boy, get fin your man fi drink. Hey, come on, just shut them.
Jamaica's first president, Dudus, 1992 to 2010. His rise, his reign, his downfall. Written by K.C. Samuels. Updated edition. A page-turner publishing house publication. Introduction. The United States of America calls him one of the most dangerous drug dealers in the world, the leader of the Shower Posse, one of the world's most notorious gangs out of Jamaica. Allegations center around him wearing many hats: businessman, community leader, political activist, don, leader of the Shower Posse, drug dealer, gun runner, and even the president himself. To law enforcement, he is a thorn. But to the people of West Kingston, he is a savior, and a symbol of hope to the rest of Jamaica's garrisons. People have died for him, cried for him, protested for him. Neither his impact nor influence can be denied. But who was Christopher Dudus Coke? How did he become so powerful? And how did he become the president?
The unassuming and softly spoken Christopher Coke inherited a multinational, multi-billion-dollar business empire, along with a fearsome reputation. He was just 22 years old. Christopher Coke is one of the world's most dangerous drug lords. An extradition order was issued in August 2009, with the listing of Christopher Coke's 7 aliases further inflating his folk hero status. But instead of an uplifting atmosphere, there was anarchy. Prime Minister Bruce Golding declared a state of emergency, and people were warned to stay inside.
And earned us the unenviable label as one of the murder capitals of the world.
The whole of us sit right here, and we hear excitement outside, and we went out the street to go look until we reach at this Guinea tree here. We see the helicopter going straight, and you just see it turn on the side, and the pan do that the whole of we here, so we don't know how we're reaching, but by the help of that, the whole of we reaching here.
For the next 5 days, locals would be trapped in their own homes, as the full might of Jamaica's defence force was unleashed upon a terrified community.
History has recorded the names and legacies of many men, some great, some famous, and some infamous. The famous and great are many and interesting in their own right, but the infamous seem to possess a different sort of charisma. They are colourful, dangerously intriguing, and more interesting than we're at times willing to admit openly. And when it comes to the Caribbean, specifically Jamaica, none has elevated to such a status in recent times than the infamous, and now world-renowned, Michael Christopher Dudus Coke. But who is this man? Who not many Jamaicans have ever seen. Prior to him becoming front-page news, they may have all heard his name before the now tragic storming of his stronghold, located in one of Jamaica's West Kingston residential communities, known as Tivoli Gardens, on May 24, 2010, by Jamaican security forces. Who is this man, whom the US Justice Department described as one of the most dangerous drug lords in the world? The same man, the US government apparently wanted so badly that it's said to have caused diplomatic strain between Jamaica and Washington. Who is he? The same man who is said to have been shielded by the Jamaican government during his bid to avoid extradition to face drugs and weapons charges in New York City. Who is this man? For whom, or because of, according to official reports, 74 civilians died during the incursion of the security forces. a number that many, including former Jamaican Labour Party leader, JLP, Edward Seaga, are saying was much more. Quite possible numbering into the hundreds. Who is this man? The president, as he is affectionately called. Who elected him president, and how can a president operate with what many say was immunity? When the country's constitution labels the leader of the country as a prime minister, due to Jamaica's connection with a monarch, not a president, which would only be constitutionally legal if Jamaica was a republic. So who is this man, who is respected beyond constitutional levels? The questions are many and the answers have been few, and that is the reason this volume was written. Not for sensationalism, but more so for understanding. Understanding who this man really is, and at the same time, this volume also makes a bold attempt at separating the speculations and myths from the truth. To understand the present, we must first investigate the past, and the same is true for any human being, to understand them. An investigation of their past is vital, where they have been, what and who influenced them, experiences they have been through, etc.
What we're gonna do right here is go back. Way back into time.
Now this one, dedicated to all original gunman. You could have police, soldier, civilian. Yeah, you may inspire every day with a gun in a hand. Pull up on them, pan, I wanna know. All of them and them. Watch out now, no dreadlocks. We have been dead with we gun in a we hand. We now go deadline up a one. Pan and I tell them. We have been dead with we gun in a we hand. We now go deadline up a one. All gunman. Original gun in a hand. Make we see it. We no deal with no gun panty. Original gun in a hand. Make we see it. We no deal with no gun panty. Watch out. All matter about gun now we run the gun them. All matter about gun now we sit down pan them. Watch out. All matter about gun now we run the gun them. All matter about gun now we sit down pan them. Pam pam. The special we sit down pan it. Pam pam. The matica we sit down pan it. Pam pam. The Uzi we sit down pan it. Pam pam. 16 we sit down pan it. We are the boom gun where them a run down. We have the Desert Eagle where them a run down. We have the boom gun where them a run down. We have the Desert Eagle where them a run down. Watch out. All them a walk, all them a chat. Me have a new gun, them call it Big Lock. No idiot can cross the borderline. Me have a new gun named the Tech 9. On the four corner square from borderline. Original man fire KG9 cars. We have the dead with we gun in a we and we now go to line up for one. Pan them tell them. We have the dead with we gun in a we and we now go to line up for one. Watch we again dread. All them a talk about 14 gun. And me a look 14 can't come. And them a talk about 28 gun. And me a look 28 can't come. And them a talk about 42 gun. And me a look 42 can't come. Original gun in a hand make we see it. We no deal with no gun panty. Original gun in a hand make we see it. We no deal with no gun panty.
In order for us to understand the present and prepare for the future, in order to fully understand who a person is and why, their past is vital. The past, a key ingredient to what we see in the present. The media paints one picture of this man, and the masses painted a variety of other portraits. Some breathtaking in more ways than one, some admirable, almost noble in nature and magnitude. Those who knew him best, residents of his community, have nothing but the best to say about him, so much so, that many have even made the ultimate sacrifice of putting their lives on the line for him. So who is this man? How did he, not a public figure, entertainer, athlete, politician or the holder of any other job or position that warrants such magnetism, become so influential, and not only over situations, but more so over people, so many people that his influence was said to have even encompassed the very leadership of Jamaica? The suggestions, assumptions and even the accusations are at times either too grotesque or too remarkable, so that many still question after his extradition whether some or all of what has been said about this man is indeed true. A lot has been said, written, and even televised about Dudus and his exploits. This volume does not set itself up as gospel, but will present the facts, as they have been uncovered. That is the aim of this volume, to present facts, not to decide on guilt or innocence. That's for a jury and a court of law to decide. It is however crystal clear that the court of public opinion is in session, and I have taken the liberty to add depth to the conversation by presenting this volume as a basis for analysis. Is Dudus the monster the media has made him out to be? Murderer, drug trafficker, gun runner, and according to some, judge, jury and executioner? Is he merely a scapegoat for something or someone way more sinister and powerful than we are even allowing ourselves to imagine? An entity, person or situation that now has no more need for him? The theories are many, speculations insurmountable, opinions endless, but what are the facts? How did Dudus become the president? This volume does not set itself up as gospel but will present facts as they have been uncovered by investigative efforts. Did he actually run the city of Kingston, or like some say, the entire island of Jamaica? Did parliamentarians really answer to him, the president? Was he as powerful as people say he was, or was all that just a figment of the masses' imaginations? Was he set up? And if so, by whom? How political, if at all, was all this? The Dudus saga? What happens now that the smoke has cleared? Where do those gangsters left behind in the aftermath go? What do they do? What happens to Dudus now? What happens to Tivoli Gardens? This is what this volume is all about, not just questions, but answers. The main one being, who is Michael Christopher Dudus Coke, and how did he become Jamaica's first president?